So excited
It's
to have
about
you.
time.
It's long overdue, and we should say you join me on what threatens to be a sort of towering inferno of climate collapse.
So I hear.
So well done for you for making the trip here to my living room / studio.
Don't call me a hero.
I feel like you quite literally have taken your life in your own hands. But how are you? How is?
I'm hot.
Yeah, fine. Okay, right. Well, we got that out of the way early. You're hot. You're completely shriveled. I've not even offered you water. This is going to be horrifying. Olga, question I ask everyone who comes on this podcast is, are you a newsy person?
I'm a newsy person when it comes to very specific news.
Excellent.
And the specific news are women in music.
Okay.
My finger's on the pulse. The rest of it, I could take or leave. But if there's one girly with a guitar somewhere out there pressing record, I will hear about it.
Well, okay. Well, that's a little teaser to one of the headlines you've brought. I think really, realistically, that's the only news anyone should be interested in these end times.
If you were to dare at a party to be like, oh, have you heard that Mitski has a new record? I'd be like, you thought I didn't know? The reason you know is because I know.
Okay, well, Olga, you're this week's news.
For audio listeners, I just pulled a handgun on Cody Dahler to really set the stakes of this episode.
Yes,
I am the
honestly.
captain now.
This is the heat talking. I'm going to blame it on the heat. Olga, you're this week's correspondent. You're the news correspondent for the show. Okay, so what I've asked you to do is bring 4 news headlines that you think everyone should be talking about.
Yes.
Could I please get you now, firstly, to deliver the headline you've brought for our Patreon listeners?
This just in, bots now outnumber humans on the internet. Here's what that actually means.
Okay, bots outnumber people on the internet. If you fancy listening to that headline, then please do head over to Patreon and
Bots
subscribe.
and humans alike.
Yeah, actually, we might have a huge increase in bot subscribers to our Patreon. Bot or human alike, yeah, please head over to Patreon and subscribe to listen to that headline. Olga, we're going to get into the main meat of the podcast now, and I'd like you to deliver, in your best newsy voice, your first headline.
Deadly heat wave hits UK and Europe.
Okay, right. It's been a heat-heavy half.
You put an exclamation point at the end of every single headline, which I love.
Because it's great.
Deadly heat wave
Deadly
hits
heat
UK
wave.
and Europe.
Yeah, well, hey, look, you've got to get the drama where you can.
Yeah,
get
I
it.
like that. I like that a lot.
So this podcast, should caveat, will go out on Monday. So if you're listening to this now, congratulations, you've survived.
You've survived it.
The deadly heat wave. However, at the time of recording, we are literally entering it. So this is sort of peak drama for me and Olga.
Yeah.
Olga, tell me what the hell this news story is.
If I'm being completely honest, and I feel like I'm not the first guest to do this, I did read the headlines and just send them over.
Okay, fantastic. This happens all the time.
I can imagine.
Thank God our research team, i.e. me, has done some digging. So
I have a suspicion this might have something to do with climate change, but don't
quote me on it.
Don't quote me on this.
Yes, so as we record,
Is this El Nino?
Yeah, so I believe El Nino is, I think, a long period of sort of the world heating up. So I think El Nino has been going on for years, is my understanding.
Which isn't Nino a child? So it feels kind of... There's humor there. I mean, Radio 4, you do the work.
El Bambini. So this is basically, Olga, red warnings across all of Europe. Europe is quite literally flashing red.
Yeah.
There is expected this week, or there has been, if you're listening to the podcast, congratulations on surviving again, over 40-degree heat in France. Spain, parts of northern Spain, 5 to 10 degrees hotter than they're meant to be at this time of year. Mm-hmm. The UK, the second red warning in history has been imposed on the UK because temperatures are expected to get so hot, people are expected to die.
Oh God! The first one was a couple of years ago. Didn't we have like a 40-day? I remember.
Yes, you're right. 2022. That was the first. That was the record for heat.
Yeah.
This is the first red warning to ever affect Wales.
Whoa! The thing is, those fuckers are delighted to be in the headlines at all. So you're welcome, gang.
Just piss off everyone who listens from Wales.
No, I'm a huge fan of Wales. I've sampled.
I've sampled whales.
But I will say the back in 2022, what I did, and I recommend you do, make it fun for yourself. I cracked an egg on a pan and put it on my balcony, and then I came back and I have a photo I can show you later, or you can send it to your followers if you'd like. And what happened? I had thought that I would come back to a cooked egg because I live in a Looney Tunes cartoon. What actually happened is that the yolk sort of dried out. Do you know like a cured yolk?
Yeah.
Like that kind of happened.
Oh, so it went like dark yellow.
Ish, and like shriveled, but the whites just evaporated completely. There was like a little bit of sort of, I guess, like, do you know when you fry an egg and it becomes lace on the outside? There was like a little, add some whimsy to your life. But there was like a little bit of sort of that like crumbly lace, but mostly it just evaporated completely.
God, it was so hot, it evaporated the egg rather than cooking it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, are you going to try it again this time round?
I think I should cook something else. Vote in the comments below. I'm adding features to this podcast that don't exist.
Like a beef joint. You start cooking a beef joint
What should
out there.
Olga cook on her balcony this heat wave?
Actually, that is to be honest, I think that would do very well online. You're like, I'm going to try and cook tonight's dinner on the balcony. Just stick it out in the morning. But yeah, this is bad news, Olga. I mean, as you've just read the headline, I'm going to quite literally be the bearer of bad news. But lots of people being told to basically not go outside. And what I've realised when you sent this story is that there's a red warning in the UK on Wednesday and Thursday. They're saying, do not travel unless you absolutely have to. And I've now realised I have to travel from London to Glasgow on Thursday for my best friend's stag do. And so now I'm kind of in the awkward position of being like, well, I actually kind of do feel like the stag do is essential travel.
No, you have to.
I have to do
No,
that.
you must.
So I think it's going to be, on Thursday, it's going to be me and people who maybe are seeking kind of medical attention. And just me there. With
and you will too if you do the stag do, right? Come on, it's up
here.
Here.
That's right. Me there with a buzzball. It's going to be horrific. It's going to be horrific.
But hopefully cooler in Glasgow.
Hopefully cooler in Glasgow. I think it's more like leaving London. I think is going to be horrific. And again, because
in a train as well.
I know, in a hot can train.
Followed by a helicopter, hopefully.
Yeah, followed by an emergency. Actually, maybe that's probably the best way around.
That was more of an Andy Burnham reference because you have a news podcast, but don't worry about it.
Yeah, any Andy Burnham references, is just throw them in.
You know he was followed by a helicopter yesterday on his train.
Someone told me about this, yes.
And then the train got delayed, so he was eligible for Dile. It's amazing.
Really?
It's modern Britain in a nutshell. It's
I'm surprised
gorgeous.
you didn't scale a helicopter and then fly back to London. I was looking this article you sent that you didn't read. There were some quite concerning things in it because the main concerning thing I discovered was they spoke to a weather lady, literally the people who are like, here's what the weather is. Mm-hmm. And she said there's this thing, she's called Laura Tobin. She's a meteorologist.
Shout out, Laura.
Shout out to Laura. She said she delivered the 40 degrees. She was like, in 2022, she was like, it's 40 degrees. And she then said, I had to go back to my dressing room and I cried because I knew the impact it would have on people. I'm like, that's when you know we're in a really bad situation, when the weather people are getting emotional about the weather they're delivering.
I have so much to say right now. First and foremost, do you think when she delivered the 40, that's like when a sports journalist is like, I did the World Cup? I did the 40.
I did the 40. Yeah, absolutely is that. Oh my God, Laura, you did the 40 earlier.
I did, yeah.
I did.
I did.
She was crying.
They're giving me the 40. They're letting me do the 40.
The whole career's been building up to this. No wonder she was emotional. That's absolutely.
But what's making me think about the sort of famous boiling the frog thing, right?
Yes.
That I mean, for our listeners who don't know, it's this idea that if you put a frog in boiling water, it will hop out, but if you slowly increase the heat, it will stay and then boil to death. And I think we're literally boiling to death. This is what's happening.
We quite literally are.
We are the boiled frog.
There's proof that people are boiling frogs and not realizing how serious this is. In the same article where they spoke to Laura, shout out to Laura, she delivered the 40. They spoke to a running club, and they were like, oh well, we're thinking about cancelling our thing on Thursday. And I'm like, that's the most fucking runner thing I've ever heard. It's like, by the way, if you go outside for more than like 30 seconds, you're literally going to boil to death. And they're like, oh, I reckon I could do like a 5K.
Oh my
It's
God.
like, they were genuinely like, we looked into kind of like getting more water people. But yeah, we're undecided. I'm like, you're fucking mental.
But I'm not surprised. I am disgusted, but not surprised in the least.
I'm also not surprised.
Well, at least guys go to a pure gym and just take over the treadmills. Like,
yeah, you can go. You can still run. You can still run.
Just do it in a safe
do
way.
it in a safe, air-conditioned space.
You can still go for pints after. Come
Absolutely.
on. I'm begging you.
Absolutely. Stop. Yeah, you are literally, you're burdening the entire country by the possibility of you collapsing. But there's like 700 of them. Anyway, yeah, it's an outrage.
700 run clubs or 700?
No, 700 people in this run club. They're like, yeah,
What?
we're probably going to run. Oh,
What do you
shut
mean
up.
there's 700 people in this run club?
Well, actually, that's true.
Oh,
The
sweetie,
mystery
get a
deepens.
personality.
But yeah, this is it's basically, Olga, this is a huge story because, as you say, this is very much a kind of frog in boiling water type situation. That like Germany, France, Belgium, all registering like 40-degree temperatures, loads of deaths. I don't want to bring the mood down, but lots of drownings, as you can imagine. Because
I'm not imagining drownings. Drownings are not a thing that I'm imagining.
Yeah, don't imagine it because it's horrible. But you realise in a time like this, when I was sort of reading this article, I was like, because you know actually Davina Bentley last week brought this story about everyone in the last heat wave kind of diving into the wildlife ponds in Hampstead Heath and fucking up all the swans.
Oh no.
And they're saying in this article, they're like, actually, you know, we're expecting thousands of people to like move towards bodies of water, and that's quite dangerous because people can drown. And
Right.
I'm like, we really are we're just animals. Like we're literally like little, you know, like when you see it, like sort of Lion King, they all go by the water hole. I'm like, that's exactly what we are. We're attracted to bodies of water when it's hot, and we drown.
The circle of life. Can we clear this?
Yeah.
You're so right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's both sort of silly and disappointing, but also heartening and heartwarming at the same time.
Exactly. There's no greater reminder that we are just part of nature than when we're drowning in a fucking wildlife pond in Hampstead Heath.
And
So
the thing
sweet.
is, every time news like this comes, people are like, who's doing this? There's got to be, like, it's that, I think you should leave hot dog sketch. It's like, who could this possibly be? And it's like, well, it's us.
Yeah, it's us. It's quite literally
As we frack. As we frack.
Exactly.
I don't know what fracking is. This is me fracking.
It's so true. Yeah, guys, on Wednesday, Thursday, by the way, it's a red warning, stop fracking. For fuck's sake. But this is...
my frat club says that they can still do it. Nah, my frat club was like, we reckon we'll still frack that day.
We'll still frack on Thursday. That's so funny. Olga, would you rather be really hot or really cold?
Oh my God, really hot every single time.
Really?
I was born and raised in Russia, and people think that I can handle the cold, and I really can't. I really cannot.
Yeah, well... But does it ever get hot in Russia?
Yeah, really, really hot.
Really hot.
It's one of those things. Is it like when it's like super, super landlocked, it gets like insanely hot
really?
and then insanely cold?
Like a sort of greenhouse.
Yeah.
So your Russian genes have made you attracted to the heat, strangely.
Well, I guess yeah, you fetishize it because you get it so rarely.
Okay, all right. Have you got any like tips for keeping cool in the horrible heat wave?
I think that what's really interesting is that you said that people are encouraged to stay inside.
Yeah.
I think go outside. You can catch a breeze inside, especially in the buildings in the UK that are built to trap heat.
Yeah.
I feel like it's more dangerous inside.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Go lie on the ground. The ground is cool.
Yeah.
Maybe lie in the
The
shade.
ground is cool, man. The ground is cool.
Matthew McConaughey from fucking Dazed and Confused. Yeah, in the shade on the grass is where I think you should be.
Well, I saw this thing the other week where it was like they're saying by 2050, it's likely we're going to have to be like living in tents on like Clapham Common and things like, not specific Clapham Common, but like parks and things like that. Because
if you're cool, you'll be on Clapham Common.
Yeah. But it's too dangerous to be inside, so we're going to have to go outside, like you say.
So everything is going to be Glastonbury.
Exactly, it's going to be Glastonbury all summer round. Yeah.
Okay, I'm down. I'm ready.
I mean, if that's
Meet me in a circus tent. Let's freaking go.
If that's not an image of hell, I don't know
Okay, yeah.
what
If the world was Glastonbury, where are you at? Which encampment are you?
Where am I at in Glastonbury?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's such a good question. Where did you say you were? The circus tent.
I'm circus tent. 100p.
Okay, why?
I don't know. Learning aerial hoop. I remember.
Oh, you're going to try and be in the circus?
100%.
Okay.
Well, that's where the freaks are at. Honestly, people were like, "Oh, I saw Charlie XCX at Glastonbury." You know what? I saw the Guinness World Record for most toilet paper rolls on head. So. We are not the same.
Those are the things that people miss at Glastonbury. It's true. When I was there last time, you walk past like the circus tent, and you're like, I would have loved to have seen a man ride 13 donkeys. Like, what was I doing? Watching, Charlie XCX. I'm an idiot. Olga, thank you for that brilliant first headline. Like I say,
thank you.
If people are listening now, they have survived it, so I'm hoping they're picking up the
You're
pieces.
a generous laugher, Cody Dahler.
It's the heat. It's the heat. Could you please now deliver your second headline?
With pleasure. The Boston Globe pays tribute to the Tartan Army.
Wow. Okay. Tell me what this story is.
Look, it is a huge part of my lore that I am Scottish by marriage. And the Scottish people are not happy about this, but they can't take it away from me. So I feel a kinship to Scottish people, not only because my husband is Scottish, but also because I feel like Scotland and Russia have the same stereotypes thrown at them, which is dark all the time, people are alcoholics, and they kill themselves a lot. And so spiritually, I do feel a kinship to Scotland. And so a bunch of Scottish football fans descended onto Boston.
Yeah.
And people in Boston fell in love with the Tartan Army.
They are in love
obsessed with them. Like, I don't know if you've seen those like Man on Street videos, like these like random Boston people being like, "You're welcome here anytime." It's so good. It's so good.
It's so nice.
They obviously drank all the beer.
Yes. Obviously.
And all the bars. I mean, and I don't. I feel I don't want to offend anybody, but that's just a fact. It's not like, oh, they obviously drank because they're alcoholics. It's like, no, they ran out of beer.
Yeah, they literally did that. If you're going to tackle stereotypes, don't be stereotypes. Don't do
and
it.
I saw, have you seen Scottish fans shotgunning Cutwaters?
They're doing what?
Cutwater is like, do you know White Claw? It's essentially like an alcoholic seltzer.
Right.
But the percentage is really high. Like, I think a general alcoholic seltzer will be like 6%, and Cutwaters are like 12.5. Okay. Like, it's like drinking like a can of wine, maybe even more. And so they were shotgunning that.
Oh my God.
Because there was no beer to shotgun anymore.
They literally drunk all the beer and then they were shotgunning canned wine.
Yeah.
Seltzer.
Yeah. It's fantastic. It's great. And the thing is, I do think Scottish fans always deliver the news story, because last a European Cup, they came to Munich, I remember. And I remember they were in a German news segment, and I urge you all to Google this. And I think a German fan was like, ha ha ha, you're wearing a kilt, and lifted the kilt, and the dick was out on German television. And the thing is, maybe for us it's scandalous, but it's German television. Those motherfuckers have their dicks out in a sauna 24/7. That wasn't so scandalous for them. But I do think Scottish fans always deliver the news story. And I love that.
So the Boston Globe, like you said, Scotland have now gone on to Miami for their next games, and they wrote this lovely thing in the paper.
They took out a whole
page.
Should we read it?
Yeah. Do you want to read it?
I'll read it. Do you have it?
So this is what the Boston Globe wrote on a kind of a whole page in their newspaper, thanking the Scotland supporters.
Okay, I'm gonna try and read it in my best Peter Griffin, which I know he's technically from Rhode Island, but it's a New England accent. So not only am I doing the wrong accent, I'm gonna do it poorly.
I'm gonna do a bad accent badly.
Dear Tartan Army.
Oh my God.
You came, Peter Griffin. You came here for the World Cup, but gave us something more. For a week, you turned train stations into sing-alongs, Fenway into a football ground, and an ordinary June into something we'll be talking about for years.
This is so good. This is so good.
I do watch The Family Guy every night before I go to sleep. This is a fact. Boston has hosted championship parades and celebrations of every kind, but we've never hosted guests quite like you all. Thank you for the laughter, the bagpipes, and the memories. The World Cup will move on. So will the songs, but we'll never forget the joy you brought to our city.
Wow.
That's so touching.
It's so nice. It's so nice. And did you hear that Boston...
I'm actually getting really emotional. I just think it's so sweet.
It's so sweet. So Boston and Glasgow have now announced that they're sister. You're actually crying. So Glasgow and Boston are now sister cities. Oh, they've announced it. They love them so much. They were like, we have to become siblings, city siblings. Yes. So they've just announced that.
Which is like what, like third base for cities. When it comes to cities, that's like all the way, going all the way.
Yeah, you're right. It's the closest. I mean, I was going to say it's the closest countries come to like intercourse, but then that's a bit incesty. Do you know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's
stepsis.
It's yeah.
They're stepsister city.
Exactly, yeah, stepsisters. Then it can get a bit weird. But yeah, this so they like you say, they had bagpipes and everything, and they took over the Fenway, the baseball.
Baseball stadium. And the thing is, Fenway is like a huge part of Boston identity.
Yeah, it's the Red Sox, right?
Yeah, and it's like baseball is the sport, so it's huge for them. Like America's quite not obviously. I mean, they're hosting the World Cup, but they don't care about soccer/football.
Yeah,
and so to make them care.
Yeah,
it takes a lot.
It does take a lot. And did you see that the tradition that Boston have adopted from Scotland is now?
Do they get their dicks out now?
Yeah, they stop
no
wearing
underwear.
underpants and they get their dicks out on German television. They have started putting traffic cones on their statues.
Oh, that's so fun.
Yeah. So anyone who doesn't know, there's a statue of the Duke of Wellington in Glasgow that famously always has a traffic cone on its head.
Oh my God.
And
now they've put one on Matt Damon and Ben Affleck.
Exactly. That's what they've done. But yeah, what a lovely news story. Especially, I think, when it comes to football stories, like you say, that often it's about certainly English supporters going over and starting like a fucking war on the street of some European city that's been gracious enough to welcome them to celebrate, a championship. But Scotland, they've gone to Boston. They clean up after themselves. They talk to a policeman.
Yeah, did you that one who's like, I love these people. They clean up after themselves. It's so sweet.
Yeah, they've not left a single bit of litter.
And it's interesting because it's like, it turns out you can be rowdy alcoholics and actually quite delightful.
Exactly.
England, take notes.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought. Because I was like, they were still saying that they were shit-faced. They were like, oh my God, don't get me wrong. These guys can't string a sentence together. They're so drunk. But they're really very, very pleasant. You're so right.
It's interesting. It's interesting because, oh God, this is just making me think about, like, obviously people talk about mean drunks, happy drunks, but then I guess that could be part of national identity as well, because my husband is a lovely drunk, like the sweetest drunk.
Do you think so you think that's a Scottish thing?
I guess. I mean, it could be.
It could be. Scottish people are more...
I'm struggling to think of a mean Scottish drunk.
Yeah, they are very jolly, actually, aren't they? They get the little red cheeks.
Yeah. They just want to have a sing-song immediately. Anytime my husband gets drunk anywhere. And I've only recently married him last month, so I'm saying husband-in-law because I love it.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you so much. But it's like anytime he's drunk, it's literally just a front-facing video of him doing a number from Les Mis.
That's so nice. Are you a Russian drunk? Do you?
I'm awful. I'm the worst person ever when I'm drunk. I need to stop myself because I just get awful.
Really? In what way?
I just get moody and then like mean for no reason. Like I get angry at some arbitrary thing.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's always a let's go to McDonald's, get everything, and the second I get my order is you think I'm fat. Immediate. So it was like, I've actually been walking you into a trap this entire time.
This argument has been 2 weeks in the making. Yeah. I've got drunk.
I insisted we come here. I insisted we order
argument. Your husband's there just by the Mackie queue singing Les Mis. Stop singing.
He's got a steakhouse. Everybody loves it.
Yeah, actually, that is just a very common sight, I think, at McDonald's late at night. Olga, this is what a lovely headline. A great advertisement for Scotland. It seems everyone loves them. I wonder if they'll have the same relationship with Miami, because that is where they're going
really
next.
Dale.
They have to. I think the Scotland fans have to be careful now, because if they go to Miami and they behave in the same way, Boston is going to feel a little bit not
God,
special.
that's true.
So they need to go and fucking trash Miami.
Okay, here's my pitch. I think what they did with beer, they need to do with cocaine in Miami. Like, it's going to be a different... And the thing is, from my experience, Scots are up for both. So it's going to be a different kind of partnership. It's going to be like, let's have business ideas.
Yeah, it's going to be the biggest business between Miami and Glasgow ever in history. What would it be? Brilliant, Olga. Fantastic.
They're going to relaunch the Darien scheme.
What's that?
Okay, for those who get it, get it. Just very quickly, the Darien scheme was the failed, East India Company.
Oh,
but they tried to do it in Panama, and then they failed so badly. That's why Scotland's part of the Union now.
Oh, what? Because they
failed to launch an East India equivalent in Panama.
Oh, no way.
So
they were like, fuck it, we've got to join the English.
Yeah, because they ran out of money because they spent all that money on the failed Darien scheme.
Canal.
So low key, I feel like there's going to be a resurrection of the Darien scheme in Miami.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
Everyone's
called it
coked
first.
up. the maddest canal you'll ever see. Olga, fantastic second headline. Very, very, very nice to see a football story that isn't, people murdering people on streets. Could you please now deliver your third and final headline?
Olivia Rodrigo scores third #1 album with You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love.
Okay, Olga, here we go. This is your news, as you said. This is the only news you care about and read. Your words, not mine.
I just have so much to say. First of all, a girl hit #1, third time in a row. Huge, amazing. So happy for her. But also what I think is very interesting here is that she sold more units with her third album than the previous two. And I have a theory. I mean, obviously, just not my theory. This is I want to say the consensus is that now she's got older listeners because she did escape Disney jail. So she rose to prominence because she was in a Disney Channel. You didn't ask, but I'm telling you. A Disney Channel sitcom called Bizaardvark, which was like a musical sitcom. Then she was in High School Musical, the series, which was a Disney Plus series about a school putting on High School Musical as a stage production.
Oh my God.
And so in there she met Joshua Bassett, obviously, as you know, her ex-boyfriend, who she was in a love triangle with Sabrina Carpenter, and then she wrote Driver's License and her first album About. And so when she comes out with Driver's License, it is a crossover hit. Everybody knows Driver's License. You know Driver's License.
I know Driver's License.
But it is about Joshua Bassett from High School Musical, the series. And... which is the official name of the show.
This is like seeing, I don't know, this is like A Beautiful Mind.
Yeah.
I'm seeing all of the numbers coming out of your head.
Yeah. This is me. This is my red string on a cork board. And even though it is a crossover hit, she's still got the Disney shine on her, right?
Okay.
She's still actively on that show.
Yeah.
She still has obligations to that show.
Yeah.
It's still going mostly viral with like kids on TikTok and like parents of those kids.
Yeah.
So she comes out with the first album. People are like, cool. I'm day one.
You're a day
I'm
one
not
Olivia
new to
Rodrigo
this.
fan.
I am true to this.
Oh-Rod.
I had tickets to every single album cycle. Like I've been here. Okay. So if you've just joined, welcome, but maybe take a seat and sort of sit this one out. So first album, I think masterpiece, but obviously people think still girl. Still girl.
Yeah.
Second album, a little more mature. I would say Vampire, a little, like, we're getting a little more adult contemporary. Vampire was the lead single from the second album.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. I saw her recently at Primavera Festival.
You seem like a guy who saw her on before her third album launch. And that was an insult. And so, but she's still girl.
Yeah.
And then you see with the tour off the back of the second album that bled into the launch of the third album, she is courting an older audience. She's saying, to quote another girl/woman, I'm not a girl, not yet a woman, but she is going on stage with No Doubt. She is going on stage with Robert Smith. Yeah. She is saying that she likes Bikini Kill. She likes Courtney Love. She's no longer in the Taylor Swift camp. She's and then we're not even going to get into that, but she is very much like, I am not a pop girl. I am a rock star.
Yes, you're right.
And I think this like very deliberate courting. And the thing is, like, she's fucking in Dublin covering Fontaine's DC. Do you know what I mean? She is courting a cool rock audience. She's courting a little bit of an older audience. And while I do truly think she likes all this music, it's also a very deliberate business move. And the thing is, it could be both. And so what we're seeing is that the third album, she's got the oldies on side. Okay. So she's got the girls that are still listening to her from High School Musical, the series, but people who are like, oh my God, I love The Cure. Who see Robert Smith on her album as the only person that she's duetted with on any of her albums. They're sort of saying, okay, maybe this girl's got a point. Wow. So I think she's successfully cultivated oh my God, let me start again. Successfully courted an older audience, and she's seen the ticket sales and the album sales for it.
So, Olga, what you're saying is that this is an active business model from O-Rod to divorce herself from the sort of Disney franchise and the pop girlies to become a kind of new form of young rock star?
I would never say divorce because that fan base is still there. We're not abandoning her.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere, babe. But I think she's just adding a new fan base to her. I think a similar thing happened in lockdown to Taylor Swift, where she released Folklore, right?
Okay.
Where the indie boys were like, actually, maybe she's good because she's working with Justin Vernon now. and like the pop girl fans were there and they stayed there. She's just now also has a new fan base.
Okay. Why do you think this is an important story?
I think maybe she's one of... Oh, God, there's so many reasons. Oh, God. Well, I think we have a new rock star, and that's always good news. Okay. And that's always should always be a headline.
Yeah.
I think that's huge.
She was at Primavera. She was like it was a proper rock star.
So you stayed for her surprise set. You saw her with Robert Smith on stage.
I did.
What was that like?
She was great.
She's great.
She's really good.
She's got rock energy.
It was so. I'm gonna level with you. I wasn't particularly familiar with Olivia Rodrigo's music. Mm-hmm. Surprise set at Primavera went. I wasn't
spoken like a true soft boy cuck. I'm gonna level with you. Yeah.
But actually, I was expecting sort of pop girly, and it was rock. And I was like, actually, this is really not.
She loves to scream. She has an all female band. She's cool. Yeah, she's cool. Fucking cool.
I mean, I want to caveat by saying I also like the pop girlies. So if it was pop girly stuff, I would also have enjoyed it. But the rock stuff
I've got nothing against pop girlies. Please, fucking cut me. I bleed Chapel Roan. Don't get me wrong. I love a little bit of pop, but I think we need to acknowledge the fact that she is a rock star, and all of her references are very rock. When you listen to her, you're like, oh shit, she sounds like Fiona Apple. She sounds like Hole. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, well there you go. I mean, I guess any older listeners who doesn't know Olivia Rodrigo, you should listen to them. You should listen to her. Yeah.
And I always absolutely love a new artist who like openly acknowledges their influences. I think that's so cool. Yeah. And that did the homework. I love when a pop girl sits down and like I felt that way when Addison Rae was doing her album rollout and she was openly being like, I love Britney, I love Madonna. Yes. This is the reference. Whereas Tate McRae, and I no fucking hate on Tate McRae, but she's like, I'm too young to know who Britney Spears is. She like went and fucking said that in an interview. And it's like, first of all, Spotify's free, YouTube is free. Go fucking Google the word Madonna, you fucking idiot. And also to say that you, Tate McRae, exist, and not to quote Kamala Harris, but to quote Kamala Harris, you exist in the context of everything that came before you. Tate McRae, you did not fall out of a coconut tree and start dancing like Britney Spears. I can't. Don't even get me. You start. So I think Olivia from day one has been very open about her references and her influences, and I think that's so cool. Okay. Like when I saw her go on stage at Coachella and sing Bathwater with Gwen Stefani, like that was probably the happiest I've ever been in my entire life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Because it's just like paying homage to what came before you, but also bringing young fans to that music. Yeah. The thing is, like, if you fucking listen to Bathwater now, it holds up. And to imagine how I felt discovering something like Cannonball by the Breeders. That was obviously before my time, but I remember being a teenager listening to it or listening to Le Tigre and being like, oh, this is so cool. To imagine a 12-year-old girl listening to Bathwater now. Oh my God, that's I have goosebumps. I have goosebumps.
This has been such an emotional episode for you, Olga. You're crying at Scotland, you're crying at Olivia Rodrigo. It's so emotional.
Isn't that exciting?
It's very exciting. And actually, I'd never thought about it in those terms before, because often, you're right, I think it's quite common for sort of younger people to just start with new music, and you do need to be introduced to old music. So it's great that, because she's like 23 or something crazy. Like having a young person introducing to a kind of younger fan base these sort of classic bands is actually and being open about the influence.
It's not just your dad playing you fucking Dire Straits.
Yes, exactly. yeah. Olivia Rodrigo is like our sort of dad.
Yeah, and she's launching a new music festival called Daisy Chain, which is sort of like a reborn Lilith Fair, which is, if you know, in the 90s, there was like an all-female music festival called Lilith Fair. So she's starting something called Daisy Chain, and it's like she's got Stevie Nicks, she's got Bikini Kill, she's got Doechii. Like, it's so cool.
Wow, where is that?
It's in Irvine, California, I believe, August 29th. Why am I giving her free press? But I think we should all go. Are you
going to go?
I mean, I have my best friend from high school's wedding is there. So I'm actually, I'm using this as a way to tell her that I'm no longer attending.
I'm sorry. Have a great day, Olga Koch. What an incredible news hour. That's I liked Olivia Rodrigo. Now I feel sort of reinvigorated to. You guys, you should really check her stuff out. Yeah. She is. Thank you so much. You should check her stuff out. You heard it here first. Go and check out Olivia Rodrigo. Yeah, she's really good. Yeah, you're welcome, Olivia. Olga, before you go, could you just remind listeners the name of your show and where you're performing at the Edinburgh Fringe so they can go see it.
My show's called Olga Koch, Fat Tom Cruise. And I'm performing it at The Pleasance in Edinburgh at 5:30 p.m. every day.
Fantastic.
Come hang out.
Come hang out. Hang out with Olga, for God's sake. Olga Koch, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much. I've got the clammiest hand. Thank you so much.
I've got the clammiest body. It's the heat is really, really affecting us now. But thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.